I got a downshift here because Gregory's here also. One of the reasons I'm glad he's here is because I do believe he's a capitalist as well, and I want you to talk about the Veggie Burger, and it's something I think you introduced in 1982, and tell me if I'm wrong. And it's weird because your name is associated with this invention, but yet obviously you're so much more than this just invention. But I thought we should ask, what is the Veggie Burger? What happened with it? And can you tell us the story?
Well, first of all, I would just minor correction. I much prefer the term free enterprise to capitalism.
Okay, cool. They might sneak that one in.
They might be synonymous.
Okay.
But free enterprise is for me what it's about, just the freedom to go out and do things.
What's the difference between that and capitalism?
Capitalism is focusing on capital, on making money, nothing more.
Okay.
Free enterprise is focused on letting people free to go out and do things, exchange goods with each other, all of which involves making money, exchanging things, but it's not within this make money consumerism scale.
Okay.
And the Veggie Burger, speaking of capitalism, came about.
Free enterprise.
Came about because I was running a large natural food company at the time, Harmony Foods, Whole Earth, and
had it gotten bigger by this point? Because you had started in '69.
It was really big. I had a huge warehouse, hundreds of tons of food coming in and out every week, going out of it every week.
So the demand had risen.
Oh, massively. Okay. Yeah, massively. And I was still an old hippie, just trying to run this whole thing from my seat of my pants. And we needed something to save the company because it wasn't doing well. We were getting people breathing on us. And I came up with the Veggie Burger for that reason. I wanted a product that nobody else could just copy, because after you introduce people to brown rice or sesame seeds, it takes money and leaflets and working on that and telling them what to do with it, but there's no brand loyalty.
Right.
So anybody else can jump in and do it. Well, with Veggie Burger, I came up with the word, so I trademarked it, so nobody else could call anything a Veggie Burger.
Nice.
I had a secret formula, and I manufactured it in such a way that not even the manufacturers knew what the formula was at first. And there was a real market for it. I was peed off with people coming out with alternatives to stuff that cost more. Because we were always going, you need 10 pounds of grain, of vegetable protein to make 1 pound of meat protein. In the case of beef, it's less with chicken.
Right.
What a waste. And then people come out with vegetable protein stuff and they're selling it for more than the meat. So the point of the Veggie Burger, when I came out with the Veggie Burger, it was in a packet, it was 69p, made you 4 burgers, which was cheap even in 1982.
Okay. Same price of ground beef, or?
It was cheaper.
Cheaper.
And I really worked at it. I worked 6 months getting the product, trying every type of dried onion, every ingredient in there was really vetted.
What was in it? Or can you tell us?
Yeah, sesame seeds, rolled oats, wheat protein, soya protein.
Soya, okay.
But soya was the 4th ingredient.
Okay.
And then dried onion, dried tomato, spice mix, stuff like that.
They taste good?
They tasted really good, yeah. Because I'm very into taste and flavor and quality. I'm not a food chemist. I'm a chef, if you like. So yeah, they tasted good, and they were a big hit. I mean, people thought it was crazy, though, even in the natural food trade, because there's no market.
Sounds a little crazy.
There's no market for this, Greg. And I ended up leaving Harmony Whole Earth and setting off on my own to run Veggie Burger out of a spare bedroom, and as a virtual company with other people doing the mixing, the manufacturing, the packaging, the distribution.
I didn't even know virtual companies existed back then.
I didn't know the term.
Yeah.
This was just, it was in my idea of how to save Harmony Whole Earth. I conceived this as something that wouldn't involve any extra overheads, any extra staff and stuff. And our investors and our bank and our accountants all thought Veggie Burger, Schmeggie Burger, 95% of new products fail, we want hard action. So I said, well, okay, I'm going to go with the Veggie Burger. Yeah. And it was brilliant. It worked really well. That's cool. It was soared. And there was a huge sort of black hole of people out there who were vegetarian and had nothing to eat. And I got letters from one letter I remember was from a girl in Scotland. He said, I became vegetarian 6 months ago. I've eaten nothing but pizza since. Thank God for Veggie Burger. Send me a recipe leaflet. Wow. It was very.
And did you distribute this all over the world? I mean, it made it to the States and everything.
All over the UK.
Okay, UK.
A little bit of export, but after 6 years, It was doing really well, and I could see that, I don't know if you're familiar with the Peter Principle, where you rise to the level of your own incompetence.
No, I'm not.
That's interesting.
Can you
Yeah.
explain that just quickly?
It's, well, I experienced that previously, you know, in a business you keep saying, oh, I can do this too, I can do this too, and you keep scaling up, and then you get to a point where, no, you can't do that. And you've already made the commitment to do it, and then things go down.
Okay.
And like with Harmony Foods Whole Earth, it was, by the time I had a huge big warehouse, you know, lots of staff, I just couldn't quite keep a handle on everything that
You
was
weren't
going
the
on.
guy to be able to take that business forward?
That's right, yeah.
Okay. You were the creator guy, not the...
And I could do quite a bit of the entrepreneurship. But when VeggieBurger got to that point, when I was having to negotiate with supermarkets who wanted to spend £7,000 on a page in their in-house magazine or throw me out, and I'd have to call their bluff and say no, it was just too much.
Okay.
So at that point, I started looking around for buyers. And rather than say, oh, I can make this up and worth hundreds of millions and take that risk. So I got out of it in 1988, which was good. And then
Smart move. Or was it a smart move in retrospect?
it was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really happy because my life sort of changed from then. I didn't go back in the food industry. I retired for 2 years, took an advance installment on my retirement, had a lot of fun. Then I discovered chaos theory.